Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for January 2024. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and I do hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Let me take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody out there. So just take what resonates for you guys, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energy of a monthly reading is predictive in nature. So if these events aren't occurring right now, they may occur in the next few weeks. Spirit, what would you like Aries to know for January? Aries. Aries. All right, Aries, you are starting out with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you're gaining clarity on a subject that may have been a bit confusing for you. It's crossed by the King of Swords. So I feel like you're getting very honest with yourself, possibly with someone else. Your boundaries are high as well. Some of you might be looking at somebody that is in some way involved with the courts. You could be obtaining an attorney, or you consulting an attorney, or you could be involved with somebody who works in legal or military or perhaps police work. All right. In the past, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's an ending that has taken place here in a committed relationship. You have clarity about this now. Some of you have a choice between two. You could be dealing with an earth sign, which would be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be, or they could just have it strong in their chart. Let's see why all this is happening. What is the base of this? The High Priestess, you're following your intuition. Yeah, following your intuition. There could be some secrets involved here as well. What is on your mind is the Lovers in reverse. So you're thinking of ending something here or an ending that has already taken place. Let's look at, and I feel like if you have a choice between two, you're making a decision. You're thinking about the decision and you pretty much know you're following your intuition as far as what direction you want to go. Let's see what's coming for you in January that you may not see. Show me January. The Hangman. There's a period of waiting here, and we're going to get some clarification on that. All right, so it's patience. I see a lot of patience in January. Let's see how you're showing up, Aries. Show me how, Aries. Thank you. All right, so you're showing up as a Page of Cups in the reverse. You may be fearing or holding off on a new beginning, or there could be a situation here that you're pulled back. You're not really giving your emotions to. Some of you may feel like you are owed an apology as well. The energy coming towards you is the Eight of Cups. Somebody who has walked away from something that was not fulfilling to them. So let's see. They're looking for their own fulfillment. Let's see Spirit's advice. So this could be somebody who has walked away from the connection with you, or they could just have walked away from something else that was unfulfilling. In Spirit's advice, oh, look at that. We have the Six of Wands. So Spirit is saying there's something that is going to be very successful for you in the month of January. That is recognition. It's acclaim. It's attention as well. Let's see your outcome at the end of January. Justice. Okay, you're reaching a state of balance and justice. Karmic justice is coming your way. Sign of Libra. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. That's a brand new beginning. It's a very passionate beginning. That's what's underlying this, the energy that's underlying. It's a fiery, and you are a fire sign, Aries. So this would be right down your alley, a fiery new beginning. So let's clarify here. Spirit, okay, so you've gotten clarification in a situation that was moving very slowly. Interesting. All right, let's see why the King of Swords is here. You've been unhappy in this situation. You're unhappy that things are moving slowly. And so you're kind of getting honest with yourself about this. And that honesty is bringing you clarity. I do feel like some of you guys have been not going out very much. You've kind of been sticking to yourself maybe, so be careful with that. Let's look at your past, this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, so either this person left you out in the cold and left you feeling rejected, or you have left them feeling rejected, but there was an ending here. Somebody got left out in the cold. I do feel that there was a sense of rejection and abandonment from either you or the other person, but it was a situation that was moving very, very slowly. Okay, and you have a new beginning here. The Fool. That's why all this is happening. So there's a brand new beginning that's coming in for you. It may be with another person because, like I said, we have the King of Pentacles, King of Swords. There's a new beginning. There's a choice that you're thinking of here. That's why all this is happening. So it could be a secret new beginning, or you could just be following your intuition into this new beginning. I do like that I'm seeing the Fool in the upright, so I don't see you fearing it, which is a good sign. In your thoughts is, again, this Page of Cups. So this Page of Cups is very, very strong. So there's a sense of something new, a new love or a new beginning in love. And you're kind of holding back from this. I see you kind of holding back. You're not really giving your emotions into it just yet. You're trying to figure out what decision do you want to make, especially if there's more than one person. I can see that you want love in your life. You may feel that it's just a little bit elusive right now. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you feel that somebody owes you an apology, and you're not receiving the apology, and there's a feel that you're not going to get that apology. All right, so let's look at January for you. Spirit, show me January for the sign of Aries. Show me January for the sign of Aries. Show me January for Aries. All right, guys. So we have the 8 of Coins. We have the 10 of Wands. You have the 2 of Swords. 4 of Coins. Queen of Wands reversed. Strength card in reverse, sign of Leo. The Tower in reverse. The Star card. 3 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles reversed. 7 of Swords. 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Interesting. All right, so you're definitely coming into your power by the end of the month, which is a good thing, and I really like seeing that. But I see you entering into January. You're in this suspension mode. You're waiting for something here. I do feel that in the first week, you're going to be pouring a lot of your energy into work. There's problems that you're addressing here. There's a sense of you pouring yourself into work to deal with those problems. And I see that you're kind of at a crossroads. You have a decision to make here, Aries. And you're kind of resistant to making that decision. You're avoiding it. And I see that you're really putting a lot of your time into work. You may be still holding on to someone or holding on to a grudge, perhaps. In the second week of January, I see you still kind of at that decision-making mode. You haven't really made a decision, so you're not doing anything. You're not moving forward. You're not moving backwards. There's some fear that's involved. You're still holding on to something or someone from the past, or even perhaps a grudge, because you're fearful of making a move, basically. And so you're kind of at this crossroads. You have a decision to make. You've been thinking about what decision you should make. You're not really giving to any situation. But I feel like for a lot of you, you may have a choice between two, or it's just a very big, important decision with regard to love. So you're kind of immobilized in as far as your action into the middle of the month because you're trying to avoid a tower moment. I think that it's fear-based and it's immobilizing you. So we go into the middle of the month kind of immobilized, very hopeful about some situation that you're waiting for, but yet fearful to make a move. In the third week of January, I see there's a bit of codependency here. There's somebody who is not single, but they're behaving like they're single and they're being deceptive. So be careful about that. You may receive advice about this person and it's going to make you very defensive. There's a sense here, or it could be somebody saying that you're not single, but there's an issue around somebody being single, somebody that you've been waiting for, hoping about. There's a sense here that there's deception involved. I feel like somebody may accuse you of something, or you may accuse someone else of something, but there's a codependency in this in the third week. There's deception involved, and it's going to make you really defensive. So I feel like it's more or less somebody might be accusing you of something. This person has been waiting to say anything because they've been, or they may have had you waiting, but there's a sense here of avoiding this tower moment. So in the fourth week, I see that there is something to do. This deception has to do with a sexual encounter and possibly an offer. So somebody may be accusing you of something in the third week of deception with regard to sexual activity. I see you being very defensive about that. They may feel that you're not single, but I see you very much being single. So I don't know, maybe it's a misunderstanding, or it could be somebody is approaching you that you had high hopes for and they're not single. There's a codependent energy though, or it could be somebody who you're very hopeful with and they've experienced a loss as well. So don't jump the gun, just take what applies for you. But I feel like somebody that is waiting, there's a waiting to see if things work out, and this person is going to experience a loss. It could be you or the other person. There's been deception involved in this though. In the final week of January, I do see that you are making a final ending here. Although the ending has already happened, so I don't think you're involved with somebody for most of you. I do see that there's a new beginning that's trying to come in, and that new beginning is kind of being delayed because of some sort of deception. It's very interesting. The deception centers around sexual activity and somebody either having experienced a loss or somebody being codependent on someone else. But whoever that is very defensive. There is going to be an offer made to you in that final week though. So whatever, is being stirred up, whatever this little bit of chaos is, it's going to get cleared up because this new beginning wants to come in, and that's your underlying energy, is this fiery new beginning. So I see some small progress being made by the end of the month. And I see you basically taking charge of your life here. I see you moving into your power, and I see you communicating very clearly with somebody. So you may be, finalizing something here, or you may be clearing up a issue that kind of puts you on defense. But I see for some of you, you're receiving an offer from this emperor. And that would be somebody who is, in a very high energy, who is making an offer to you. Either way, I see that there's going to be chaos in the third week around some sort of deception or perceived deception. And then I see this Ace of Wands trying to come in. And there's just the beginning of it by the final week. So let's see how your energy is looking. I see you kind of holding back. You're not really giving your emotions to a new situation. or even renewing a situation from the past either. The Lovers, there's that choice. And you know which way you want to go. Ace of Pentacles reversed and the King of Cups. Yeah, you have a choice. One person might be offering financial stability in particular, and the other person might be somebody that you feel that you would have love for. I do feel that you are making a decision here. You have a choice. You're holding back. You have a choice. And I feel like you will turn down any kind of a financial type of arrangement or the stability, because you are intuitively moving to where your heart is. So you definitely have a big decision about love here. Let's see the energy that's coming towards you. Some of you, the deception might be that this person is involved with someone else and they know they have to walk away from that. So we have, yeah, there's a blockage. We have the 8 of Wands reverse. We have the Chariot. And we have the 10 of Swords. So the energy that is approaching you is somebody who is walking away from a situation that they feel very blocked in. There could be a lack of communication. This person is moving away from this situation, though, that they're feeling blocked in, and it's going to create a very painful ending. So just know that that's the energy that's approaching you. Someone is walking away from a blockage, something that is blocking. They're probably not telling you about it. We do have the sign of Cancer here, but this person is going through an extremely painful ending. But they are moving forward triumphantly. So that may be what I'm seeing here in the 3rd week. So let's see why the 6 of Wands is here. Spirit is saying there is success here. So let's see Spirit's advice. All right, we have the 6 of Coins in the reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Swords. So the success is going to come about through clear and honest communication. There's healing that is also going to take place here. So there's an unbalanced situation. There's a very unbalanced situation that once the communication, clear, honest communication comes in, is going to bring about healing and success in this situation. It's being unbalanced right now because there's a very painful situation that is being recovered from, and it's brought somebody to a point of imbalance. So there is success coming, but it's going to come through clear and honest communication, which will bring healing. Now let's look at your outcome. What is the Justice card here? The Sun, 10 of Coins, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so justice is coming. You are going to receive justice, karmic justice in this situation. Everything is going to become very clear. There's when you receive this balance, this justice, when everything balances out and you feel this justice, it's going to make you very happy. I do feel like if it's money related, the money is definitely coming in, but more or less the 10 of Pentacles is a long-term connection. This is somebody who is very close to family or friends. You may receive advice from family and friends that's going to offer you clarity and bring justice to the situation. I do feel like you're going to go through a period of sadness first. And this sadness is being required, Aries, because you have to look at the past, at what has happened in the past, and learn from that before you can be fully open to love. But once you gain that clarity, and that clarity is coming, once you gain that clarity, right? That's when your heart opens to love. That's when the balance comes in. Karmic justice is then served, and you get everything that you've been looking for here. So the key to this is open and honest communication. All right, so the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords in the upright. So this new beginning, this passionate new beginning, is really hinging upon communication that is going to bring in healing. All right. So let's see. I see it really working out for you. There's some sort of offer in the final week, though. And I feel like it really puts you in a position of power. It makes you feel like you're in control of your life. So let's see what comes out in your oracles, if there's any further guidance for you. All right. Yes, see, there it is. It says, watch and listen carefully. Watch and listen carefully. I'm going to read that for you, so give me just a second to look it up in your book. So I feel like it's something that is the other person is needing to clarify and bring that in. All right. There is a possibility that you need to be cautious and careful at the moment. For what looks like a good situation, a friendly person, or an offer too good to refuse is disguised. There is no need to fear, but take your time and do not make commitments until you have investigated all that you can and received good advice from a trusted source. Kitsune in the main can be trusted, and this particular Kitsune is coming to you to advise you to take care, hold back, and think before you act. Think does not mean to worry or to fret, but to rely upon wisdom rather than what you would like to be true. Do not be naive, do not act rashly and foolishly, and examine carefully what is before you. You may find that you will be very glad that you hesitated and took stock rather than simply going with what you wish. This is going to be challenging, for many of us are overcoming our own mistrust of the possibility. But in order to be a whole being, we must acknowledge that not all that takes place is in our best interest. And in this situation, there is a possibility that there is a person who is acting in a way that will only benefit them, without taking into consideration your needs. So be wary, think carefully, act wisely, and seek out advice that can be of assistance before coming to a decision. Wow, so that's a warning for you, and I'm telling you it's most likely in that third week. There may be somebody here that's approaching you that has to walk away from another situation, and it may appear to be very, very bad, so just listen and watch carefully to what is taking place here, okay? All right. I do hope that this has been helpful for you guys. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. And if you have not already subscribed, I would be ever so grateful if you do. Until I see you guys in the new year, Happy New Year and Namaste.